judicial branch budget in North Carolina is $464 million. 92% of that is personnel. The North Carolina judicial branch receives only 2.2% of the overall $21 billion state budget. That percentage fluctuates from year to year, but is now even lower than it was at the height of the recession. More than 50% of the court's budget is covered by imposed costs and fees. In short, that means only 1 cent of every tax dollar is being spent to support our court system. Over the last 6 years, recurring and non-recurring cuts have reduced the judicial branch budget by $80.6 million. This equates to a loss of over 10% of the workforce. Since 2009, 29 of the eliminated positions were here in Mecklenburg County. Let's take a look at how we compare to other court systems across the United States. When it comes to judges per capita, North Carolina ranks third to last. When you compare the percentage of justice system funding spent on courts, North Carolina ranks 46th. Only $77 per person is spent in our state versus an average of $138 for all other states. We do not fare much better when it comes to compensating our judges. Our Supreme Court justices are 39th, our appellate court judges are 31st, and our trial court judges bring up the rear at 40th. Remember when North Carolina strived to be the best? North Carolina was the first state in the nation to establish a state museum of art. We're also the first state in the nation to establish a public university. And of course, the Wright brothers led the way in making us first in flight. It's time for North Carolina to take pride in its judicial system again. So where do we start? We have identified 5 key areas in need of attention: technology, staffing, employee compensation, and protection of our key programs and services like family court and our court reporters. Through recent budget cuts, we have lost 25% of our technology staff. If there is a desire and expectation for our courts to become more efficient, these positions must be restored. Additional dollars are also required to modernize our courts so we can offer e-filing and other online services to the public. If we want to attract and retain qualified and capable employees, we must offer them appropriate compensation. While we are grateful for the increases that have been allocated, The amount and frequency has not always been consistent or competitive. The latest salary budget survey conducted by World at Work indicates the increase received across sectors in 2014 averaged 3%. That same average percentage is also projected to be allocated in 2015. When we compare apples to apples, the 2015 Robert Half Legal Salary Comparison Survey reveals that a state judicial assistant receives $10,000 less than a private legal assistant at the minimum starting salary point and $22,000 less at the maximum salary point. Adequate compensation has a direct impact on employee satisfaction and retention. The statewide voluntary turnover rate in the last fiscal year reached 4.481%. In Mecklenburg County, that same turnover rate is almost double at 8.073%. When examined on a year-over-year basis, these percentages are on the historical high end. If we truly view the rule of law as the foundation of our civilized society, we should consider how much value we place on the administration of justice. The timely and effective delivery of services depends largely upon adequate staffing. Workload measures established by the National Center for State Courts reveal that our court system needs close to 400 additional statewide positions in the major workload groups to carry out its mission. The chart shows how those personnel need to be allocated based on position type. .8 of those positions are needed here in Mecklenburg. Family court is the face of justice for many citizens of our state. Family court programs have proven to be an efficient and cost-effective means for providing court access to families in crisis. Despite the superior quality in process and outcomes, funding for our family courts has been continuously targeted for elimination. The impetus for defunding these courts is primarily linked to the fact that they are not established in every judicial district throughout the state. Instead of recognizing the superiority of the family court model and advocating for its expansion into all other districts, the response has been to deny any district from the benefits they offer the public. As shown here, the age of a case in a non-family court district is 3 times the age of a case in a family court district. Another core service that has been in the crosshairs is court reporting. During the last expansion budget cycle, a proposal to eliminate court reporters was advanced. While this proposal did not succeed, a provision was inserted in the budget cutting the page rate reimbursed to court reporters in half. North Carolina now has the lowest per-page rate in the country. As a result, court reporters are leaving the state, recruiting replacements is difficult, and courts are being canceled. This issue must be addressed. As we conclude this presentation, we would like to leave you with this final thought. The ordinary administration of justice contributes, more than any other circumstance, to impressing upon the minds of the people affection, esteem, and reverence towards the government. Alexander Hamilton, New York Delegate, The Federalist, number 17.